All right. So I cannot do the whole entire video, so I had to break it down to like 10-minute intervals, which that's just fine. It's actually it's almost faster that way. All right. So we stopped here. I don't want to go into this whole 30-minute video. You can watch it. You can find it yourself and watch it yourself if you choose to, if you can handle it. I painfully sat through the whole entire 29 minutes and 22 seconds earlier before I got home to see what I was getting into and see if there was any, things that I didn't want to leave out. To let you know, if you, for your own educational or your own self purposes or whatever you want to do there, go ahead, feel free. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I just offer what I think is good advice or suggestions. And I myself can tell you that you do not have to necessarily sit through this entire video. I'm not going to do it. I don't want you to have to do it. I've basically watched and viewed over what I've given so far. And, just those 30 minutes alone, I think is enough. But there is some other important stuff in there that I think a lot of the other blood over intent community can get into if they decide to. If I'm not saying that they're saying I didn't do a good enough job, but there's things that he does and he's letting out that he's obviously frustrated. He's angry. He has a lot of built up inner emotions and feelings that he's hiding, and he's not showing all his cards. I don't feel the need to go too much into this, but I will see where we kind of left off here, and let's get into it.
It's really, really, really sad, because when you look at this blood over intent shit, this comes straight from monotheistic religion. Now, let me explain. You see, these blood over intent motherfuckers go around like they're enlightened and they're not tied to any major religion.
I just want to say I'm very sorry for the cursing and curse words. Even though when you get into curse words and you see what true curse words are and what, getting behind the true meanings and the in-depth, it's not that he's really cursing. He's using foul language. He's using immature language. And I try not to promote that. I try not to go with that. But at the end of the day, is he really cursing and damning? No, not necessarily. I don't know if he knows how to do such. We all know how to say bad words and profanity, if that's what you want to call it. But please forgive me. I don't like to condone that on my channel, or do I try to, get into that too much. So I apologize for his foul language as of such.
Oh no, you motherfuckers have been tricked to go back into religion, okay? Because this blood over intent shit started with religion, with monotheist religion, all right? Let me explain. During communion in the Christian and the Catholic religions, aren't you told to drink wine and eat bread? And don't they call the wine the blood of Jesus? Don't they call the bread the flesh of Jesus? Okay? So guess what? This little ritual right here of communion is a fucking blood over intent ritual.
He's trying to get you angry. He's trying to get you mad.
Because the wine is recognized as the blood of Jesus, and the bread is recognized as the flesh of Jesus.
Oh, yes, he's correct. They want you to be a cannibal. They want you to indoctrinate you into cannibalism, and they do it very smoothly, and they want you to drink the wine and eat the bread. Yes, he's correct. What this has to do with selfless blood over intent, I don't see too much of the connection, especially the connection he's trying to make. Okay, so what he's trying to do is he's trying to put us a part of the Catholic and Christian legion to legion once again, and to re-sign and re-enlist into that military mind, that military complex, and basically, you know, basic, most of us know what I'm talking about here. But as far as him saying we're getting back into religion and everything like that, okay, it goes back into what's this right here? You see this right here, the Vatican. Okay, I believe that's Catholic. Okay, basically he's trying to act like it's us don't know what we're doing, don't know what we're talking about, and we're trying to re-enlist back into religion. And what he's failing to tell you, whether he knows this or not, is that we need to contest what's already been us already being re-legioned at birth. Okay, so he does a good job of leaving a lot of really heavy need to know stuff out. We don't do that. Quasi-luminous Mark Braun, he doesn't do that. He tells you flat out what you need to know, the basic, the fundamentals of what's going on here, and he knows exactly what he's talking about. And let me confirm that, because when you whether you go to church, whether you do anything in that, you got a birth certificate, you got a social security number, you're owned. Okay, that's why they have a printout of the bottom of your foot. That's why they have a copy of your soul. They own that. It's in the vault, the Vatican's vault, the paper bowls. Okay, it's I can get into how corrupt and how evil that is, because supposedly it's written out on baby skin, the back of a baby, and no one's allowed to know what's in that vault or goes in there. But if we could see what's in that vault, I would love to see what's in that vault. But he's right. This is a cannibalistic ritual, which has nothing to do with blood over intent, either selfless or selfish, okay? Because there's no intent here. It's just blood consumption and flesh consumption so far.
All right? Okay? There's your first blood over intent, not your first, but this is the major ritual today of where blood over intent started. It started with this ritual right here, this communion ritual for the Christian and Catholic religions. Okay? And if you want me to get deeper, we can get deeper.
Let's go deep.
You see, Christians always like to talk about the bloodshed of Jesus, the bloodshed of Jesus, the bloodshed of Jesus. Okay? He died on a cross.
Bleed all you want, but he's not bleeding out of his own purpose. They're making him bleed. If this in fact did happen, and this poor man and soul was put up there and they did this, then this isn't of his own means. Okay, this is torture. This is foul. This is very unfortunate, because they this is them making you bleed. And I don't know if you remember what happened at your birth, but they made us all bleed. They took a sample and they made you bleed, not at your own intention.
He died on a cross, and he was bloody, and he made that cross bloody. So where the fuck do you think they get the idea for the Red Cross? Because the same goddamn demons that work for Father Time, the same goddamn demons that work for Zeus. Okay? They want you to give up your life force. Okay? Just like this motherfucking parasitic vampire, okay, gave up his fucking life force for Father Time, for Saturn. You see, they want you to do the fucking same and give up your life force to the goddamn Red Cross. The original fucking Red Cross was this bullshit Red Cross right here. You see this deity right here, you know what I'm saying, tried to go against the sacred serpent. The sacred serpent, see what I'm saying? Got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And he did this for his father Saturn, Kronos, El, Father Time. Okay? And
Okay, so Father Time, this god, this legend, myth, whatever he calls it. Okay, Saturn. All right, so who took the name? Who's standing on gallons of blood and took that name from the Almighty Father of Time? And the serpent, the great dragon, the astral light jetting from the center of our plane. Okay, so he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. He has a lot of information and deep knowledge, but he either is trying to be a master deceiver and use this against you, and trying to use such words and such names and trying to scare you or trying to deceive you, or he's just going after the wrong group and he thinks he knows what he's talking about. I really doubt he doesn't know what he's doing, but yeah, I made a video, not putting a plug in here and you got to go view it, but I talked about that, where you can't even worship Saturn or the devil or even Satan anymore the way that it was done before, because Mark Braun, he took that from you. He took that from y'all. So you can't even do that anymore. And you're going to tell me that that man's not selfless? That man hasn't made ultimate sacrifices and isn't blood thick for the benefit of all? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're saying at all. And to listen to what he's saying, it goes to show that it's very far-fetched what he's trying to connect and what he's trying to do. So basically, this Father Time and Saturn, yeah, Mark took that from you too. So it's time to get with the program. It's time to update your knowledge and figure out what's going on currently, because this ain't going down anymore. It's not happening like that. It doesn't work that way anymore, and the stuff has hit the fan the last time. Okay, I suggest you blood up or you shut up, because RFG, the supposed chosen one, the Mers, the Moors, you're more, not less. You're creating divide and conquer, and it's right there in your name and right there on your channel. And you probably know exactly what you're doing. You're probably very well paid, and you're probably get to sit at home every day and just make these videos, while the rest of us have to go and bust our chops, provide for our families, put food on the table, and at the same time we're taking times out of our days and sacrificing our name, okay, our image, reputation. We're putting it on the line. I have kids, I have family, and I'm putting that all out there, that it's not about me. I'm not making money out of here. I'm not getting anything from this except for trying my damnedest to provide truth and knowledge and the whole picture for everyone to see that you gotta contest this stuff. You gotta watch out for these people, and I'm not getting anything out of this. Okay, make fun of me, go against me, that's fine. I want you to. I don't want you going against anybody else. And it's tough. It's tough enough as it is, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna not do what I do. And I know damn well what I was doing when I put my blood up for the benefit of all. Much respect, wholeness, and appreciation. And thanks for stopping by.